Did you know that a single rule change could shake the very foundations of the real estate market as we know it? Yes, you heard that right. And not just any market. We're talking about a trillion-dollar industry that touches the lives of millions across the country. Imagine waking up tomorrow to find out the rules of buying a house have completely changed. No, this isn't a drill. It's happening, and it's a big deal. You know, there's something about the real estate market that feels a bit untouchable. Like it's this giant monolith that's just too big to budge. Well, guess what? It's budging big time, thanks to a lawsuit that's just been settled for a whopping $418 million. This isn't just any lawsuit, it's one that challenges the very way real estate agents get paid. And why should you care? Because it affects everyone who's ever thought about buying a home. Yeah, that probably means you. But let's back up a second. What if I told you that buying a house could become cheaper for you, thanks to this settlement? Or that the next time you go house hunting, you might see a whole new side of the real estate game? It's not fantasy, it's the future we're stepping into. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the catch? Well, it's not so much a catch as it is a question of adaptation. The real estate world as we know it is about to get a major facelift. Rules are changing. The way agents do their business is evolving. And yes, this could mean more money in your pocket when you're buying a house. But with change comes uncertainty. How will these new rules play out in the real world? Will buying a home really become more transparent and less costly? And the big one. What's going to happen to all those buyer agents out there? Finance first, freedom follows. Welcome back to Finc Freedom. These are the questions we're diving into today. Because when it comes to your home, your future, and your money, you deserve to know what's coming down the pipeline. So buckle up. We're about to take a close look at a real estate revolution that's just beginning to unfold. Section 1. What happened? All right, let's zero in on the big player at the heart of our story today. The National Association of Realtors, or NAR for short. Founded way back in 1908, NAR isn't just any organization. It's a powerhouse in the US real estate world with a history that spans over a century. Now imagine having a say in how nearly every real estate transaction in the US goes down. Sounds pretty influential, right? That's NAR for you. With its vast network of over 1.4 million members, it's had a tight grip on the market, setting rules that everyone in the biz follows. Speaking of grips, let's talk numbers. In the US, real estate agent commissions average around 5 to 6% of the home sale price. That's significantly higher than in many other developed countries, where fees can be as low as 1–3%. Why the big difference? Critics argue it's due to NAR's rules and influence, which have historically kept commissions at these elevated levels. But with great power comes great responsibility, and in some cases, big controversies. Enter the lawsuit that's been making headlines. It all started when a group of home sellers filed a legal challenge against NAR and several major real estate brokerages. Their grievance? A NAR rule that required all brokers to offer a standard commission to the buyer's agent. This, they argued, artificially inflated the cost of selling a home and maintained high commission rates across the board. You see, the traditional setup meant that sellers often footed the bill for the buyer's agent commission. The argument? This setup inflated costs for sellers and kept commissions stubbornly high. It was a bold move to question a century-old practice that many saw as just the way things are done. Fast forward through intense legal battles and public scrutiny, and we arrive at the monumental $418 million settlement. This isn't just a slap on the wrist, it's a wake-up call. The settlement demands change, specifically targeting those long-standing rules about commission sharing. What's changing exactly? For starters, the settlement chips away at NAR's tight control over commission arrangements. It throws the door wide open for more transparency and possibly more competitive commission rates. And guess what? This could mean that buying a home becomes a bit easier on your wallet. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The settlement isn't just about paying less commission. It's a signal that the real estate market is ready for a shakeup. The rules of the game are evolving, and it's all happening under the watchful eye of millions of Americans who buy and sell homes every year. Think about it. A lawsuit that started with a few concerned sellers has now sparked a nationwide conversation about fairness and transparency in real estate. It's a testament to the power of questioning the status quo and demanding a market that works better for everyone. So, where does this leave NAR and the real estate industry as a whole? On the brink of potentially historic changes. The settlement might be a financial blow to NAR, but more importantly, it's a push towards a future where the real estate market is more accessible and understandable for the average Joe and Jane. But as we've seen time and again, change doesn't come easy. The path forward will be filled with debates, adjustments, and yes, more legal wrangling. Yet this settlement could be the first step towards dismantling a century-long monopoly and paving the way for a more competitive, fair, and transparent real estate market. Fascinating, right? This isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about reshaping an industry to better serve its most important stakeholders, you and me, the home buyers and sellers. And that, my friends, is something worth paying attention to. Stick around as we dive deeper into what this all means for you. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Section 2. The huge impacts. This big settlement with the National Association of Realtors? It's not just a bunch of legal mumbo-jumbo. It's actually a game changer for real estate. For years, things have been pretty set in their ways. Same old commission rates, same old practices. But this could kick off something totally new. First off, we're talking about making things clearer for everyone. You know how figuring out commissions has always been kind of a mystery? Well, that's about to change. The whole "you gotta pay this much without really knowing why" is getting a makeover. This means buyers and sellers will finally get the lowdown on where their cash is going. And here's the kicker. The competition on commission rates is about to heat up. Other places with lower fees have all kinds of cool ways to handle real estate, like flat fees or paying just for what you need. It looks like the US is about to hop on this train, with agents and brokerages finding new ways to draw in clients without the old smoke and mirrors. Buyer agents, who've always split the sale commission, are in for a wild ride. They've got to step up their game, showing buyers and sellers they're worth every penny. We might see them coming up with all sorts of new services to prove they're the best choice in a market that's getting pretty crowded. This whole shakeup could make the real estate market way more open. With more info and options out there, people might start to push for better deals, not just on the house price, but on all the extra costs too. This could lead to a market that's not just about who's got the most billboards, but about who's actually doing the best job. Now, let's not forget tech's role in all this. With everything moving towards being more open and competitive, online platforms for listings, reviews, and all that jazz are going to be even more crucial. They'll make it easier for folks to shop around for the best agent or service, pushing everyone to up their game. Of course, changing gears like this won't be smooth sailing for everyone. Old-school brokerages might find this new world a bit tough, and there's going to be a lot of back and forth in the industry as everyone tries to figure out the new rules. Plus, keeping everything on the up and up for consumers is going to be a big job for the folks in charge. As for house prices, it's still a bit early to say for sure, but all this competition and efficiency could mean some savings for buyers, maybe making the dream of owning a home a bit more reachable for more people. Wrapping it up, this settlement is a big deal. It's challenging the way things have always been done and opening the door to a market that's all about being clear, competitive, and focused on what consumers actually want. As things start to shift, the folks in real estate are going to have to adapt. Tech is going to play a bigger part, and buyers and sellers are going to have more say than ever. In a nutshell, real estate's about to get a major upgrade, and it's going to be fascinating to see where this all goes. It's a mix of chances, challenges, and yeah, a bit of the unknown. But one thing's for sure. We're on the edge of some big changes that could totally change how we buy and sell homes from now on. Section 3. Is this the end for buyer agents? The real estate game is changing, folks. With commissions getting squeezed, we're looking at a future where there might be fewer agents around. Why? Well, when there's less money to go around, not everyone can stick it out. The agents who stay in the game will be those who adapt and really know their stuff. They'll switch up how they charge, maybe with flat fees or by the hour, so they can keep providing top-notch service without the old-school commission split. Now let's talk tech. New technology is set to rock the real estate world. Think about it. Apps and platforms that make buying a home easier, clearer, and cheaper could turn the whole agent thing on its head. With virtual tours, AI-driven market analysis, and blockchain for secure, transparent transactions. We're looking at a future where technology does a lot of the heavy lifting. The real estate game is about to get even more interesting with AI stepping into the ring. Imagine having an AI assistant that can predict the exact right price for a house or instantly match buyers with their dream homes based on preferences they didn't even know they had. This isn't science fiction, it's the direction we're heading. What does this mean for agents? Well, it's survival of the fittest. Agents who embrace these tech changes, who figure out how to offer something that an app can't, will be the ones who stick around. Specialization will be key. Maybe you're the go-to agent for first-time buyers or know everything about eco-friendly homes. That's how you stand out. But with all these cool tech tools making things easier, we'll likely see even more agents wondering if it's time to switch careers. It's not just about competing with each other anymore. It's about staying relevant in a world where a website could do half your job. And let's not forget about the buyers and sellers in all this. They're going to have more power and information than ever before. They'll be calling the shots, looking for agents who can offer real value beyond what they can find online. It's all about what you bring to the table that a tech tool can't. In the end, we're moving towards a real estate market that's leaner, more efficient, and tech-driven. Fewer agents, sure, but the ones who make it will be superstars. Tech-savvy, specialized, and all about adding that personal touch that no app can replicate. As for the rest, well, it might be time to start looking into coding classes. So there you have it. The future of real estate isn't just changing, it's here, shaking up the status quo and making room for the new. For agents, it's adapt or get left behind. And for everyone else, get ready for a smoother, smarter way to buy and sell homes. And that's the scoop, my friends. The world of real estate as we know it is flipping on its head. It's a whirlwind of change sparked by a hefty lawsuit, but it's also a glimpse into a future where technology and transparency rule. For the folks out there thinking about jumping into the housing market, or those nestled comfortably in their homes, wondering what the fuss is all about, it's a big, bold reminder that the only constant in life and real estate is change. Agents, buyers, sellers, everyone's in for a ride. We're talking about a shift towards a more open, fair, and tech-savvy market. It's about cutting through the old tape, breaking down barriers, and yes, navigating through fewer agents who've weathered the storm by adapting, evolving, and embracing the new wave. But here's the kicker. Amidst all this tech talk and commission chat, the heart of real estate remains unchanged. It's about finding that perfect spot to call home, making smart investments, and above all, building communities. And that, dear viewers, is something no lawsuit, rule change, or AI can ever take away. It's the human element, your dreams, your needs, and your relationships that truly defines the real estate journey. So, whether you're an agent pondering your next move, a buyer on the hunt for a new home, or just someone intrigued by the seismic shifts in this trillion-dollar industry, remember this. Innovation, adaptation, and personal touch are the keys to thriving in the new real estate landscape. The future is not just coming, it's already knocking on the front door, and it's up to us to answer it with open minds and ready hands. Thanks for sticking around for this deep dive into the future of real estate. Don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed the journey, subscribe for more insights, and drop your thoughts, questions, or just a hello in the comments below. Here's to navigating the new, the unknown, and the exciting together. Keep working towards your financial goals and be kind to the others. See you in our next video.